there is a central issue, issues which are at the center, are the core of what a movement has to reach in order to pave a way for victory. And that could be a silly issue. It could be that everyone wants a day off, perhaps two, a few days off. An issue which is core to everyone is an issue that, as a politician, your job is to solve. And if you don't solve it, then you will best be on your way out. And what we have, before anything else, in a small enclosed land, which is a privilege to be a part of, even if we don't want you here, you have a right to our soil. You have a right to live. And Europe has become a vibrant center of metropolitan life. The cosmopolitan culture which has developed is significant in breeding mass populations. And people want to live there, and preferably not be homeless. We can scold them, we can scowl, and we can say that we think it's stupid, but they want a home. We don't have a right to give them a home. They don't have a right to receive one. But it's an issue which is underground, which no one has unearthed. No one will touch this issue, because central issues are ones which people are scared to put a finger on, unless they're honest people. How can you live in a reality where you do not see the rampant problems on the very streets that you govern? Because welfare benefits include many things to illegals, not to their own residents, of course. Fuck them. I mean, a more fun group, I suppose, is the Islamic migrants coming in. And so you have to ask then, who's going to address it? Because if you address this issue, you have leeway. You have more power than any other politician in that arena. And a small country, small population, start with small issues. The issue of housing will inevitably be taken up by the socialists. They'll bring full board socialism to our land, starting with the cities. Because socialism as a societal vision begins in the recesses of city life, for all of its filth and detachment from natural senses. And these morons, these idiots, don't want to stop that. And they're paying for their own demise. And don't feel sorry for them. Don't feel sorry for the drunkard who gets tossed out. Don't feel sorry for them. Because they're the nanny taking watch of the children until Bobby comes in. And Bobby doesn't fuck around. And in all seriousness, this is why we have to address it. to prevent the future rise of socialism in our country. The elitites, socialites, who think that houses are generated to be given to people. Of course, we can't ever adhere to a market principle which denies people houses. We just can't. We have to use a market, a free market, to bring people what they want, to bring the right people. Because we have to choose them. We cannot choose the bilge rats and the nonsense workers, the no workers, the sex workers, the whores and the scum of the earth. We cannot allow them to be given loans for houses. But we also have to give it to an idealized man who is going to develop back for us. You cannot address the housing crisis and you'll see us shrink into a rural peasantry existence which does not breed ingenuity, because you're knocking right on the door of the Lewis, the centralized system, and it shows a weakness if you don't have a hold on your own markets. And ever since that crisis, we've not learned the danger of allowing markets, which are inanimate beings, to decide who gets to live where based on maths, numbers, demographics. It's never to the people who are going to give back what we give them. Where is that given to you? Where is it? It's randomized now. Who gets to live, who gets to be on the streets, who gets a contract, who is able to use the resources in order to have a home, have a property. When the socialists get in, it'll be degenerates who get homes, drunkards and prostitutes and socialites of all flavors. And there's no good ones. And it will be the higher working man, the dreaming man, the man who will bring back, who will suffer. Because with abstinence on virtue, the devil comes. And we must be ready. Because the socialists will use our language. They'll even use our arguments. And they'll even pretend as though the capitalists are the common friend. But we have to squash them. I'm not gonna point at anyone to do it. Someone has to do it. But if they have their way, you and I won't be here. And so that's why the free market has to team up with the Tuatha, with the Gaeilgeoir. The free market has to team up with us, the Nationalist, to defeat the Socialists. And both of them will lose. But we have to get our shit together. Just as the Irish Nationalists and the English cunts put down the Cork Soviet. We must put down the Dublin elite hive mind of socialists before they rise. The European Unionists will quickly use the shade of the free market in order to justify their dissension into the socialized system. And this is a crisis which will come through in 10 years. Count me 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 years. You have. It's a long attempt. It's a long attempt. What you need to do is to break that market wide open and to put in your man. Put them all in. They are going to go to the high schools and achieve jobs in a variety of sectors. And we'll construct a policy like this. It'll take time, but we can't let the socialists win. We can't let the capitalists use their tool and framework, their fascist ideals, to usher in a socialist paradigm. That's where we come in, and that's the central issue. Don't be a moron by not focusing on that central issue. It is right fucking there. Right fucking there.